Got a win for Sig. After checking every Sig Sauer M18 in their possession, that's the military's version of the P320, the United States Air Force has returned the M18 to service. What problems, if any, did they find, and how many guns actually had issues? I'm going to tell you. And really quick, some breaking news before the news. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of August, and if you are in North Carolina, call your representatives right now about SB 50, which is the attempt to override the governor's veto of constitutional carry, permitless carry. So get on that. It's on the docket for today at noon. Start dialing. Welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. If you're new here, my name is Jared, and I put out videos every single day. I'm kind of back to my 2-a-day schedule, so check back regularly with the goal of keeping you in the loop of what's actually happening in the Second Amendment community. Most often, it's things you'll never hear on the mainstream media, like the news I just put out before the news about today's vote for the overriding of constitutional carry's veto in North Carolina. So subscribe to the channel now to stay in the know. In July this year, 2025, a lethal incident shook the United States Air Force. An M18 pistol, the standard issue sidearm, was involved in a tragic death of an airman. Now fast forward to August, the command just returned the pistol to service yesterday, but not without sweeping changes. What happened? What did they find? And what does this mean for military safety protocols? Because things have changed. Let's dive in. But first, let's thank today's sponsor, Attorneys on Retainer, Patriots. Let me be blunt. If you carry a gun for self-defense, the biggest threat that you face may not come from a criminal, but from the government coming after you for defending yourself. And that's why you need AOR in your corner. Attorneys on Retainer is the only national law firm that focuses exclusively on self-defense cases. That is all they do. From red flag laws to use of force claims, they're ready to stand between you and a system that's often stacked against gun owners. And here's the bottom line. If you can reasonably assert you acted in self-defense of yourself or others, AOR has your back. No caps, no loopholes, no nonsense. Just real attorneys fighting for your freedom in every single state. And right now, if you use code GNG at the link down below, you'll save $50 off your individual plan or $25 off your family plan. Plus, if you join today, you'll lock in your pricing until 2030. And that's huge because as more benefits are added, and they are, prices will go up. But not for you. If you're in now, you're locked in. Don't wait until it's too late, guys and gals. When everyone else runs, AOR stands ready to fight for your rights. Click the link, sign up with code GNG, and protect yourself before you need it. All right, like I said, back in July 20th, 2025, a 21-year-old airman who was a security forces specialist at F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Wyoming was fatally shot by his assigned Sig Sauer M18 pistol. The initial reports that came out raised alarms about a possible uncommanded discharge, igniting concern throughout the Air Force. A global strike command, responsible for overseeing the nation's nuclear-capable assets, immediately halted M18 use and ordered 100% inspections of all relevant pistols. Investigators launched a full probe. The Air Force Office of Special Investigations and other safety offices are involved. Meanwhile, security forces were issued M4 rifles while the review was underway. Now, the Sig Sauer M18 is a compact variant of the P320, designated the military's carry version. The M17 is the full-size version. It was adopted after winning the XM17 modular handgun system competition back in 2017, and it replaced the decades-old Beretta M9. However, the platform has been mired in allegations of unintentional discharges, with over 100 reported incidents and lawsuits citing the firearm firing without the trigger being pulled. Agencies like ICE and shooting groups like IDPA have even banned the P320 variants due to unresolved safety concerns. A global strike command completed inspections of all 7,970-ish M18 pistols under its control by the 24th of August, and they officially cleared the majority for return to service yesterday, August 25th. Of those 7,970-ish, they did find 191 weapons that showed signs of excessive wear, primarily to critical components, the safety lever, the striker assembly, and the sear. Now, these pistols were removed for repair, and new enhanced inspection processes were instituted moving forward. In a statement, Sig Sauer said, "We applaud the USAF and the Global Strike Command in both their diligence and expediency in their investigation of this tragic incident. And we greatly value this further confirmation of the safety, reliability, and durability of the P320-based M18 pistol." They continued, saying that Sig Sauer is hopeful that this thorough inspection and confirmation by the USAF will satisfy the concerns of ranges, training facilities, and organizations who have temporarily suspended the use of the P320 and its variants. General Thomas Bussiere, or Bussieri, or whatever, but the general of Global Strike Command emphasized the need for airmen to trust their weapons. Following the thorough inspections, he signed off on the M18's return to duty, stating that the vast majority were safe for operational use. Global Strike Command also said its review of weapon discharge data found that no M18 discharges were attributed to weapons malfunctions. Now, the command also said the M18 has been rigorously tested to meet stringent environmental, endurance, and drop tests unique to the military. Now, this episode highlights a delicate balance, ensuring force readiness while maintaining the highest safety standards. Now, although the M18 has cleared this round of inspections, its history means every future incident or inquiry will be closely scrutinized, both by military oversight and potential lawsuits. Plus, the fact that an airman was arrested and charged in connection with the previously mentioned incident of the death of the airman on allegations like false statements, obstruction of justice, and involuntary manslaughter layers additional complexity and underscores the sensitivity of the investigation. So what's next, many may say. I've had mine for 10 years, and I've put exactly 2 magazines through it, and it's never had an issue. Well, the Air Force is already instituting enhanced inspection procedures, especially focused on the wear points that were identified. Meetings with security personnel are underway currently to reinforce safe handling practices, to share inspection findings, and to rebuild confidence in the M18 system. What do you guys and gals think? Does this one report by the military who has the contract with SIG, specifically the Air Force here, does this change your point of view? Or are you still gathering facts? I'm just reporting the facts, but I don't know. I mean, nobody knows, right? In less than a month, what began as a tragic incident became a catalyst for safety improvements and potentially renewed trust, or at least cautious confidence, in a weapon that many airmen have to rely on. The M18 has returned, but now under a sharper lens. Let me know what you guys and gals think down below. Does it change things for you? Over 100 allegations, and you got this win for SIG, and don't forget they're suing the 2 police training academies in different states because they're banning this gun. There are many other instructors and schools that are banning the use of this firearm because of these potential concerns. Does this one report by the Air Force change your mind on that stuff? Sound off down below. I really want to know. Thank you for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the Second Amendment news and analysis. Remember, check back multiple times a day. I usually do one in the morning, late morning, and one in the early evening because there's so much news going around. I'm trying to keep you in the loop. I appreciate y'all. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. That is our job as sentinels for liberty. Stay free, America. Take care.